Hey guys, Tuan and Bo here from the PC Gamer hardware team. We're here to talk to you about Amazon Prime Day. We got a lot of deals. Let's go through them.
So before we get into the deals, I kind of wanted to go through like some tips and tricks on how to find the best deals and where to check for pricing and stuff like that.
Yeah, so there's a lot of deals out there on Amazon Prime, but the vast majority of them are definitely not worth your time. As you know, on Amazon, you frequently will see prices that are basically like slashed through, and it's like this is your Amazon price, and as compared to the normal asking price. Whereas that's basically what you're paying every day on Amazon. And what we've found so far is that a fair number of the Amazon Prime Day deals aren't really much lower than that normal Amazon price. So we really recommend looking into websites like PC Part Picker and Camel, which track price history over time, and you can basically look and see like, is this actually a good deal, or am I, just basically paying what I normally would pay for this any day of the week.
For the most part, I think we found that the exclusive Prime Day deals on Amazon do have a pretty decent discount on them beyond the regular Amazon price. But other retailers such as Newegg in the US and Currys in the UK are also doing deals of their own, just to kind of ride the Amazon Prime Day deal thing. But if you're checking for prices on PC components, I usually tend to use PC Part Picker because it tracks pricing history over a number of different retailers except Amazon. So if you're just exclusively shopping on Amazon for Prime Day deals, then Camel would show you Amazon pricing history.
Yeah, that's what you want to look for. So we have here on our Amazon Prime Day PC Gaming Deals hub on the PC Gamer website, we've got a lot of deals to go through. We've been collecting them throughout the day, and we will continue to put the best deals that we find in here. But we're going to go through a couple that we think are especially worth your time. First of which is the Hyperx Cloud Revolver gaming headset. This is one of our favorite gaming headsets. It's in our buying guide as one of our two favorite gaming headsets. Tuan can give you a little more information about why we like it so much.
Yeah, I really like the Cloud series from Kingston Hyperx, and the Revolver is the latest in the Cloud series line. And when I tested it, I found that the Revolver really, and I guess the rest of the Cloud series too, do a really good job of being an all-around good gaming headset as well as a general-purpose headphone. What I typically find with gaming headsets is they may do okay for just specifically gaming because it's you're talking to your friends on TeamSpeak or Ventrilo or Discord or whatever. But when you're listening to music and watching movies, those gaming headsets don't really do very well. And the Cloud Revolver actually does really great in all situations, movies, games, and music.
Yeah, so the Cloud Revolver, it's on sale today for Prime Day at $90. We pull up the Camel pricing history here for it. As you can see, the price kind of hovers between 120 and 100 on a normal day. It has dropped down to $90 before, but this was on Black Friday, and then it looks like just a kind of random sale in the middle of February. So basically, this isn't the only time it's ever been this low, but this is the lowest price we've ever seen it, and it's definitely a great price for one of our favorite headsets.
I would say at $90, it's really actually competitive to regular high-end headphones too that are in the $150 to $200 budget range. So if you were thinking about a $200 pair of headphones, I'd go for this one.
Speaking of which, we have another headset deal to bring to you. The Sennheiser HD 598 SR is another really great headphones. Usually retails for around $200, but the price is today on Prime Day down to basically $110, $90 off. But you probably want to act fast. This deal is 62% claim. When we were looking at it a few minutes ago, it was at like $49.50 some.
Yeah, it's
so
went away.
It's a limited time deal, and you will definitely want to jump on that this is more of a high-end pair of headphones as opposed to a gaming headset.
It lacks a mic.
Right.
But a lot of gamers I know use this one in conjunction with like a mod mic. So you can go to Antline Audio and buy a mod mic and just use the magnetic clasp and attach it to this headphone or any other general purpose headphone.
Yeah, so as you can see, this is, again, the price history graph. It basically 200, lowest we've actually ever seen it is at 160, so 110 is an outstanding deal for this pair of headphones. Next thing to call out, the Blue Yeti microphone, one of our favorite microphones. It's a great microphone for streaming. Also, if you make a lot of video calls, Skype, things like that. Just really good all-around audio quality. Usual price around $130. Amazon has it marked down to $90 today. The lowest we've ever seen it, at least according to Camel, is $85. But that was one time. Again, it looks like at Black Friday, and yeah, it has occasionally dropped down to around 90, but not too often. So for a regular price of 110 to 130, grabbing it at $90 is definitely a good deal. Finally, last thing we want to call out, Gigabyte has a handful of gaming laptops on sale. Gigabyte is Aorus is the gaming division of Gigabyte, but this is actually just Gigabyte branded. We haven't tested this particular laptop, but it's a GTX 1070 model coming in on sale, $1,500. We've found that most laptops with this spec tend to be at least $1,700 or more, so grabbing one for $1,500 is a pretty solid deal. So Tuan, what is this though? Talk me through what this thing we're seeing behind me is.
So we're actually pointing out a couple of deals that are not so great as well, because there are plenty of those. There's a Prime Day deal on an NVIDIA. It's not even GTX level, it's just general GeForce. It's totally missing the GTX, and it's GeForce 8400 GS, which is really, really old, but basically it can't do anything for you if you're a gamer, except if you need to attach a monitor to your computer. You would get something like this.
It is only $22 on sale from $32. You're saving $10 whole, but I guess if you are really in the market for this thing, it's a solid deal. But in general, not exactly something you want to be spending your money on.
Not for gamers. No.
Next thing, this monitor. I guess it's a good deal for this. What it usually would retail for, usual retail price of around $370 to $400. Knocked down to $280. The biggest issue with this is it is basically just kind of a bad monitor all around. It's an older gen 4K monitor, 28-inch Samsung, but it basically doesn't have any of the features that you're looking for in a gaming monitor. No G-Sync. It doesn't have a good refresh rate. Basically just an old gen 4K monitor. If you're looking for something like that for work purposes, I guess it's a decent deal, but even then you can find a solid 4K monitor for not terribly expensive.
Yeah, or in this price range, I'd probably go with a really high refresh rate gaming 1080p screen or even a 1440p screen. The Asus ROG Swift series tend to perform really, really well, so I'd go for that. Normally, you can get a pretty good deal on displays that are a year old. Like if we were talking on CES 2017, then the ones that were announced last year tend to go on sale at pretty decent prices. But nothing too stellar about this one. You're better off looking for something else.
Finally, this headset.
Okay, so the thing with electronics that I tend to point out to people is you really tend to get what you pay for. And I guess it applies to most things. But this particular headset from a company called either Sades or Sades,
yeah,
or
sure.
SADES or whatever. It's $16. It's not going to do you any good. It's pretty much a throwaway pair of cans. If you had it, you wouldn't mind if your dog chewed your cable or you tripped over it or something. But audio quality really poor. I would go with any of the ones that we recommended in our buying guide, or pick from your favorite brand. SteelSeries, Sennheiser makes even lower cost ones than the 598s that we pointed out, and they would way outperform these things. And actually, even a pair of the included Apple headsets that come with an iPhone would outperform these. And those are just tossing earbuds. So skip these.
Definitely. So that's all we have for now. We're going to be updating our Prime Deal, Amazon Prime Day deals hub throughout the day, calling out the best deals that we find, and look for us later today to check in and let you know some of the good stuff we found.
Also follow us on Twitter, as we'll post deals directly to through our tweets as well.
See ya.